get right to it, man. Suge Knight is going through some stuff.
Yes, sir.
I mean, yeah, get right to it. Let's get what's going on.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about, you know, my man, Suge Knight right now. If everybody, you know, didn't know, there's an audio that has been released, Suge Knight behind bars, pretty much talking about how Dr. Dre, you know, pretty much tried to have him set up to be killed. So I'm going to play the audio, and then we're going to have some, you know, commentary on the particular subject. Here we go.
Let's do it.
If you wanted to make tomorrow's a big day for you, if you wanted to make a statement, I'd start with that.
It's like this. I mean, you know, in life, God has to say so with anything you do. And whatever it comes down to it, I'm always...
This call is being recorded.
And, you know, when I get where I'm going, I'll be able to get some medical attention, because here I don't get no medical attention. It's been 4 years. I ain't be able to see my kids, talk to my kids, talk to anybody. No outgoing mail, no incoming mail, no visits, no phone, nothing. No medical, nothing. And, you know, but one of the good things about it, at least they got all the proof where the guys on the video, when they had to interview the witnesses, they told them, well, that's me right there picking up that gun. There was a gun there, and there was a gun there. And they also got the paper trail with all the checks and proof when they talked to the witnesses, saying that, you know, Dre came to them first and asked the two guys how much it cost to get rid of me. And they said, what you mean by get rid of him? And they said, kill him. And then you got them giving them personal checks to deliver the job. And you got the star witness saying that it was the next person hit, they get out. And he told them, if you got paid, we all got paid, so let's do it, whatever. So, you know, it's those facts.
It's your understanding based on the evidence that Dr. Dre told the two guys that met you at the burger spot to kill you. That was
no. What I'm trying to say, based on the witness and the evidence, they talked to him. He told the two guys, how much would it cost to get rid of me? They said, what you mean by get rid of him? He said, kill him. That's when they start coming up with prices. Then the other guy, the director says, he bagging his play, and they got photos of the conversation to prove it. And then they said there was personal checks. They said when you get paid for working on a production company, the production company give you a check. Guys who was getting $150 a day from the production company, he gave guys 20 grand and even more in cash to kill me. It was a murder for hire case. And he gave him a personal check, not his business check, not the production company check, or not universal check, a personal check.
You're being sentenced and you've agreed to a plea deal of over 20 years. People would say, why would you take a plea deal like that? You were about to go to trial. Why would you take a deal like that if you... Well,
this is the thing. Number one is this. You got to realize one thing. For me to hire an attorney, they got to get approved by a different judge, not the judge in front of them. Judge Ryan in a different court. They got to get approved by the DA, and they got to get approved by county council.
This call is being recorded.
Try to hire a lawyer, they say no, or they let them come see me one time, and that's it. And so when they gave me an attorney, he seen me 2 times in 8 months and he told me he went to the court and said he needed help, and other attorneys, they told him no. He says no way he can do my trial because he really don't know the case and he won't win. So if somebody stacked the deck against you to the point where they're not trying to fight for you and they won't let you get the attorneys you wish to have, what could you do?
Do you think you're going to see the light of day? If it's 20 years, I mean,
I'm not going to discuss my situation, but absolutely. You know what I mean?
So that right there, you know, is by way of the blast. Sandman, what do you think about this? Now I see people putting in the chat room, and I see a lot of people dropping videos saying that he's pretty much snitching. What do you think about Suge Knight now coming out saying that Dr. Dre pretty much tried to have him set up?
Oh, God, you know, I'm kind of confused right now because this is the same brother that went on and said that if he knew who killed Tupac, would he tell? He said, absolutely not. This is not the code in which he goes by. He doesn't snitch. He doesn't talk. He doesn't care if he got shot at, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't snitch. He doesn't talk.
Right.
And right now he's singing like a bird. I'm wondering why a caged bird is singing right now. I got Maya Angelou on my mind. I don't understand how he's singing so hard. And then it comes to my mind, well, he just got this penalty. It was hard on him. You know what I mean? Pause. 28 years. The penalty came down on him. So it's just an outcry sound. And honestly, to me, it sounds like outcries of just a real desperate man. Now, it could honestly have some weight to it. He could be very honest. But you are under the code. You put yourself under the code. Is never talking about anything when it comes to the street shit. And you prided yourself on that for years. We know death row. We remember everything. We remember the interview. So for you to say this now is kind of like, nah, you can't say this, not you.
Well, he also pointed to like other evidence, you know what I mean? There was a lot of rumors out there that people were saying that if they were actually trying to kill him, it was self-defense. I think he's kind of alluding to that in this conversation there. So yeah, man, this is crazy, man. You know, the situation with Suge Knight, you know, a lot of people, you know, have him painted pretty much as this monster who's getting his karma. I see people saying he should have been dead instead of Pac. A lot of stuff. Why all this hate for Suge Knight?
Let it be, no. It should be noted that he lived under that glamour. He thrived under that. When he was known as the monster, when he was known as throwing Vanilla Ice over that balcony and almost killing him and beating up Easy and all this stuff that you know what I mean, Suge Knight is notoriously known for, the gangster that he was. He loved it back in the day. He was basking in it, and now he wants to be victimized doing it. Now, we both talked about brothers, and when it comes to jail time, we don't really like to justify any brother doing any time outside of you murdering, raping a woman or doing anything to a child. But he did hit a dude and killed him, someone innocent. Now, he was on the NWA set from what I heard, and now he's saying that someone tried to kill him, but he deserves some kind of penalty for taking a brother out of, you know what I mean, somebody's family, correct?
But what if it was self-defense, though? What if it's this big conspiracy and, you know, they was trying to set him up? Because now and I was also thinking, you know, yeah, people may say that he's snitching, but maybe he's like, yo, I got to come out and say something now because the walls are now starting to close in. This whole street code shit, man, I'm about to be behind bars the rest of my life. Let me tell them what really happened. And we seen a lot of people that have got out of murders with that whole self-defense, you know, thing. So do you see, you know, first of all, his appeal being granted in this case here or what?
I will say this. I don't see him doing 28 years, but I see him doing some time. We just seen something come over the headline of Mystical. His bail was denied, and he's still going to be sitting in jail. I believe it was $3 million. I believe that Suge's going to appeal. He's going to appeal often, and we'll see him come throughout headlines here or there of that being denied. He's going to try. I don't blame him. He's going to try over and over and over again as long as the process allows him to. But I don't realistically see him getting out of jail for a long time. They want him behind bars. They know the allure. And it seems like in 2018, your baggage and what you carry from even back in the day, they will use that against you to pin you if they need it. And they used the allure of the death row records, the monster, the gangster, and they used it all. They threw it right at him and they got what they wanted. I don't see him getting out of this for a long time.
Now, Suge Knight did allude to a shooting back, I think, I forget the exact year. And he said that, you know, this is one of the times that Dre was trying to get him, you know, hit before. So, I mean, and we heard about this week situation with Lil Wayne. We heard that possibly, allegedly, Birdman, you know, he did have a conversation with Lil Wayne's shooter, which was crazy, you know.
8 times.
Yeah, 8 times. That was crazy. So are we kind of underestimating what's really going on in the hip-hop game, man?
Nah, because we're not denying it. I didn't say Suge Knight was lying. I don't think anybody was saying he's denying it. I just think he, based off of the code that he walked on and prided himself on for all these years, now you can't go back and say, well, he did this, he did not. It's too late for that. You aren't allowed to do that. When you sat there and said on TV that Tupac's murder, if you know who did it, you aren't telling. When you sat in that car with him. So before you talk about your shit, who killed Pac? Who shot at Pac? I want to hear it come out of the horse's mouth himself before you start running them out your shit. Well, that's the word on the street. Y'all want to get that started? I don't know.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of, you know, rumors out there. A lot of people that will say that, you know, we know that we talked about as well as numerous other outlets. Suge Knight Jr., you know, put evidence up there. You know, not really evidence. Old pictures that's kind of been debunked. I think one with 50 Cent, Beyonce. And then he even dropped another one, or the guy in the red that we put up there, and then that he looked like, you know, I mean, yeah. But it's like, you know, I don't know, man. I just think it's another side to all of this stuff. I'm not saying that he's alive, you know, or he's dead, but you know, you never know, man. Stranger things have happened.
I'm gonna put this out here because we got some inside sources, and I'll leave it to the inside source, right? For the people,
right?
We're not gonna put anybody out there. That's not what we do here. But you got an inside source that's very close to Suge Knight. That has some real informative things to say to you tonight. Tonight in particular. About that situation. I guess he's seen the podcast yesterday, seeing what we did on the commentary about Suge Knight. So what do you think about that conversation? He threw some weight on the claim that Suge Knight Jr. isn't as crazy as people may seem to claim, or as we claim, because I said he was crazy as hell. The pictures look crazy. I tell you that.
Well, with this brother, you know, we will be actually interviewing him at some point, you know, on the podcast, you know, but I knew him from a different relationship and, you know, the hip hop world but he did give me a call. I'm not gonna put his name out there, and he kind of put me privy to some information, you know, with the Suge Knight, Tupac, you know, but I'm not gonna put it out there now. You know, I'll let him, if he wants to,
Nice,
you know, do it. You know what I mean? Say that, because people ain't gonna believe me anyway if I say it. So,
right?
You know what I mean?
You have to take the leap of faith to step out there and trust the fact that these people, us brothers, myself, oh God, Darren, Kansu, have lived this journey, have been through these experiences, have been through these trials, have learned and have gained success through the formula that we want and wish to provide for you.